everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you through an important step in my journey with scoliosis. I was recently molded for my new wheelchair backrest, and this is something I've been doing for years. But as my scoliosis has progressed, adjustments are always needed. So I wanted to record a video showing how this process is done and to give you some insight into my backrest and the need for it. Now before diving in, I want to explain what scoliosis is. Scoliosis is a medical condition where the spine curves sideways in an abnormal S or C shape. It can develop at any age, but most commonly appears during adolescence. The severity of scoliosis varies, with some cases causing mild discomfort and others leading to significant posture, mobility, or breathing issues. Treatment options depend on the degree of curvature and may include observation, bracing, or in severe cases, surgery. To give you some background, I did not have scoliosis until after my accident. This was caused from my inability to sit straight after my spinal cord injury. I was very tall and thin, and they had really never had a patient with my body type before. And so I developed scoliosis within a year or two after the accident. It started off pretty mild, but has certainly progressed over the years. To help with this, I've used different braces to help me sit as straight as possible. In 2001, I started using a TLSO brace, which looks like this. This worked well in avoiding spinal fusion, but over time, I wanted something more comfortable and that allowed me to be more independent with my cares. This brace being wrapped all the way around me limited what I could do on my own. Plus, it's uncomfortable wearing a hard shell all the time. That's when I switched to a custom molded backrest in 2011, which still worked the same way but did not wrap all the way around me. So for years, I worked with Gillette Lifetime in St. Paul, Minnesota. But by 2021, I started having issues. My backrest wasn't fitting correctly, and I was developing skin problems. They told me my only option was spinal fusion, but after seeing a surgeon, I was told I wouldn't be a candidate for the surgery because of my age and the risks of needing to be on a ventilator after that surgery. And that was definitely not an option for me. So that's when I was referred to the seating clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. I got my first backrest from them in 2021. And while it helped, over time, I still struggled with skin issues and posture support. I've always leaned a lot on my left elbow, and it helps stabilize me so my right arm can do everything I do independently. But that leaning is really hard on my elbow and has been causing me pain. So it was time for a new backrest. Now, before getting molded for the new backrest, the team needed to check my seat cushion. Thankfully, I've had no skin issues with that. They did a process called pressure mapping, where they measure how evenly my weight is distributed while sitting. Ideally, they want to see the color blue, which means good pressure distribution. But if there are colors like yellow, orange, or worst of all, red, adjustments need to be made. Here's the video of my pressure mapping.
Okay, so right here is a scan, or not a scan, it's a pressure map of your bottom. So you can see your thighs are right here. Right underneath here, that would be your sit bones. That's the most common place for skin breakdown and pressure wounds to happen. We see no pressure underneath there, and that's ideally what we want to see. We also see no major issues on the sacrum. That's another common place for skin breakdown. And so with a map like this, we can have pretty good confidence that your skin is going to be safe and healthy underneath you.
As you can see, it was absolutely perfect. They couldn't ask for anything better. So we moved forward with the molding process for my new backrest. First, they removed my old backrest. See what they have to say about that.
Video is now recording.
Okay, so here's an old ride back that we are removing. You can see some of the modifications that were attempted to make her more comfortable. But since they're no longer working, we're going to go ahead and mold a new back right now. But there's the hardware on the back and the shape of her back previously. We're going to mold her a little bit more straight up and down.
This next part is always interesting and really the reason for me wanting to create this video. In order to get a new backrest, they use a special moldable foam that shapes to my back to get a custom fit. But of course, there's always a little hiccup.
So what I got to do here is get this cushion all the way, a little bit harder. All right, get this bag tucked in all the way under her butt as best as possible because we want one shape here, right? She's one human being. We need one shape for that body. All right. And then
I'm always trying to figure out what to do with all of that so that we get this shape.
I'm gonna come around back.
Okay.
All right. So let's turn it on and bring you out of tilt.
Turn my chair on?
Yep.
Okay.
Or she's got it back
Is he
here.
gonna do it? Okay.
Don't move.
Like that? I'm gonna bring it forward all the way through.
Yeah, bring her all the way down out of tilt, or wherever you normally sit.
Right here is where I sit.
Right about there?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds great.
I am tilted a lot.
Okay. So let's bring her upright. All right. So I'm gonna come underneath your arms here.
Yep.
All right. There we go. Okay. Softer. Okay. A little bit more firm.
Keep it on the firm side of here more now.
All right, so we need to keep this down here. How do you feel?
Feels good. Wow.
All the way hard?
Great.
Okay, so if we let you go, do this, and then I'm going to get a little bit more underneath this arm because you have a very strong
Right.
tendency. So we've got this side blocked fairly well,
Okay.
and I was trying to keep this down on your hip because
Okay.
3 points of control. We got to block this hip, block the apex over
Yep.
here, and then come in high. So now you keep your hand here. I'm going to be blocking this side,
Okay.
and then we'll lift this shoulder up just a little bit.
Bring her more center.
Yeah, if you want to be right here. So yeah, just hold that whole lateral. And then I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. We're going to straighten you out some more.
Give me a heads up when you want it soft.
Go ahead. Keep going. Okay. Bag hard.
This time we got a hole in the bag of the molding, so they had to fix that before finalizing everything.
How you feel?
Good. All the way. Feels
All the
like
way
it's
hard.
so soft.
It is. Did we put a hole in the bag?
Yep, I hear it. I hear it somewhere.
I got tape here.
Got my finger in the dam. Is it stuck on this?
You said you got it on your hand?
Once it was sorted out, the molding hardened. And check this out. Look how straight I am.
So far over here that when we try and straighten her out, so if I look at kind of where, more so where her trunk line is.
Right. Like I go nose, sternum,
Mhm.
and pubic bone to make sure we're
Yeah.
in alignment.
Yeah. How does that feel as far as hip angle? You feel too opened up?
What do you mean by hip angle?
So you're back to like thigh.
I feel a little bit more forward. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
We have
It
it
feels
tilted
good.
forward, but
Okay.
then this back is
Right, gonna be back further. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we almost should have pulled the cushion there forward just because of all the blue bag. But
We're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It feels really good. Like look at this. I've never been able to do that. So that
Almost
shows
like I
me.
know a thing or two.
I know, you're smart. That's awesome.
why we brought in a big
Right, right. Okay, we need the big gun.
Smile for the camera, my friend. There we go.
So-
Do you like the deep on here?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it feel up in your?
It's a
up in-
little tight.
Well,
I mean,
tight,
of
so
course.
that's
We can
something to
just pull it
pull it.
open. Just take with your hand right now. Just pull this lateral. Just
So
slightly
you won't
open.
lose it, will you?
No, so we can just go. That feel better?
Yeah, 'cause
So
it's- I think
don't
it's
think
better.
about the thickness.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The thickness is going to be
Okay,
different.
then that doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's
no.
more the
Right, right.
because
No,
this
okay.
none of that'll really be
Okay,
there. It's
okay,
just more
right.
this piece here.
Oh yeah.
Can you
No,
go
then
more
it's
fine
good.
and just kind of put your hand on the top of it? That way. No. Just put a hand on the top to just hold it so a little bit forward. She's leaning a little far back right now, and I am trying to hold the hips in the right spot. So
Because that's where you're saying like the hip angle is kind of open. So
yeah, so we can kind of with the hardware we can get you all the way up to there.
Okay.
We can kind of Darcy, if you want to bring your hands back just a little bit,
Yeah.
or like let her shoulders come back a little bit.
Okay.
We can do all of this with the hardware.
Yeah. I mean, I think back.
Within 2 inches.
I don't want to feel like I'm gonna fall out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's
I don't want to. Yeah, I
For
don't want
me.
your shoulders to be too far forward.
right, right.
So if are we feeling like the rotation? Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's up to
If
you.
it's up,
I don't know what that means.
So there's a.
Now they made a few adjustments, but overall, this is the straightest I have ever sat. I can't even explain how incredible that felt. Once the molding was set, they marked it up with a black marker to indicate where extra padding will go to protect my skin. Then they scanned the mold so it can be sent to a 3D printer to create my new seat cushion and backrest.
Let me go this way. So you can... This is kind of a draft, so I can hit save. And it'll be a little, a little better. Whoops, I gotta do process it. That's what I gotta do.
So then it'll build a mold right off of this scan right here.
Right. Yep.
Because before we also had to put it in a box, and ship it, and hope that nothing got crossed or moved back in the day too.
Wow.
So here's a little better.
Wow. That's cool.
Okay.
One exciting change is that they're aiming to make my seat cushion, which is down here, thinner. Right now, it's over 5 inches thick, but they're hoping to shave at least an inch off. And this will give them more room for the backrest and the mounting hardware. I am so excited to watch this all come together because technology is just amazing. I've watched these processes evolve over the last 15 years, and the advancements have been mind-blowing. But unfortunately, for now, it's a waiting game. My new wheelchair backrest, seat cushion, and my brand new wheelchair will be all ready in about 8 weeks, which is about 6 weeks from now. So we're looking at the end of March. I get a new wheelchair every 6 years. My last one was in January of 2019. Now, it used to take 6 months to get a new chair, but now the process is much quicker. And once everything arrives and gets installed, I'll be back with another update on how it looks and how it feels. So that's the process of getting molded for my new wheelchair backrest. It's been a long journey, but I'm really excited about what's ahead. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and subscribe for updates on my new wheels. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.